Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Arrow Pullers. Today we want to focus on fishing, and this is the time of year where we get to go out in the boat and catch some really awesome fish. And what we're focusing on right now, this is early in the season, it's warm, it's mid-June, early July, and we were hitting it hard. The catfish in the channel started running, so we started to fish for those channel cats, and we have some interesting techniques. My buddy Drew and myself were out there catching some really nice sized ones to get some really nice fillets, and we're going to show you a little bit of that. All right, so we're working with what, the floating jig head in a pretty big minnow. Yeah. And his line was just running.
I brought in no minnow last time, so I'm going to let him go a little bit.
So what we're using here is, looks like a, what do you say, Drew? 3-inch chub. I'm putting on there. So he's got the line out here.
He's running fairly decent.
He's letting him run. So let's see what he ends up pulling in here.
Cross my other line.
Oh yeah, he's running you. So what I'm going to attempt to do is I'm going to attempt to film this on top of filming that.
That's all that we're going to give him.
Well, all right, so we've got something here. Now, Drew, I'm just going to put her in the water here.
The drag's not pulling out, so he's not that big. Oh, he's getting a little fight there.
Yeah, he might be running you. See here.
He's not that big. He's got some. Look at it. He's doing some decent tugs.
Yeah, he's pulling. He's pulling. He's turning the boat, and we're anchored down.
Turning the
So
boat pretty good.
he's coming up.
Oh, he doesn't want to come up.
Oh, he's not wanting to. So I'm gonna.
Oh,
that's a big one.
My word!
That's a big one. I'm gonna move this net out of your way. Oh boy!
He's not real anxious.
All right, let me get the net off your side. That one's a big one, Drew. He's probably at least 30, huh?
Yeah.
All right, we're in the net.
We're in the net.
Whoa! Holy smokes! I'm trying not to let it
Hang on
turn.
1 second.
That there is a big kitty.
That's a big kid.
That's probably at least 30. What did you say?
We're gonna find out.
He's not big. Listen to you. He's easily.
He was fun. He was a lot of fun.
He's big. He's wide.
Yes, he is one.
You just want to see me pull in a 20-minute, or like you did.
Yeah, 20 half hour.
Yeah,
But it did have it down.
he did. Yes.
But see, I wasn't sure. When I had that big of a fish on, I wasn't sure what I had on.
He's already got a lot of my line.
Okay.
Can we take it?
You go ahead, take it whenever you're ready. Nice size?
Oh, yeah, it's heavy.
Good.
He's a big one. Not fighting yet, but
Well,
we know how that
he's not
goes.
quite yet.
Now it's slacked up, so I wonder if he's either giving up fighting or he's oh no, he's coming with. He's coming with. Yeah, don't worry about up there. You'll be fine. Oh, now he's fighting. He's right here.
Oh, he's nice.
Oh, come back here.
He's nice.
That's a kitty.
He's nice.
We got him. Yeah, he wasn't like the other one. I knew that for that much. That one was probably going to use again. Kitty.
Nice kitty.
He's about, yeah, he's a keeper. 16. And that other one's dead. All right. Wow, what exciting action. We were having so much fun pulling in these cats, but it's not always that simple. And we wanted to take you and show you the rig that we've been using here for catching these channel cats.
All
right, so this is what we're using here, right? The floating jig head.
Yeah.
Was it like a number 2? I think that's what
I do believe it's a number 2.
The size.
We're just cleaning the paint out of the eye so I can get my swivel in there.
So you guys can kind of see how the rig up. You got a really nice sized cat.
We're going to put that on there, and we're going to give that minnow about a little over 2 feet. And this floating jig head's going to keep him off the bottom of the lake, so he'll be a target. He can swim back and forth down to the bottom of the lake, but the floating jig head's going to keep him off the bottom.
And so, what's the reason that you don't want this to go on the bottom of the lake?
If it goes on the bottom of the lake, that minnow's going to find a place to hide. And once he finds a place to hide, you're not fishing anymore. The minnow's hiding.
Gotcha.
He's got to be a target. We're going to put him in a gun-free zone. He becomes a target.
He's going to be a target. Okay, so now he's going to bait up here with one of them. So there's a trick to this, and he's going to show you. There's a trick to getting it set up on the
floating jig head. Goes down through the top of the minnow's head. Weighted jig head goes the opposite way, comes from underneath. That'll keep the minnow swimming in an upright position.
Alright, so let's take a look and see what it's going to look like in the water so people can see.
Jig head, see how it holds them upright? If we reverse that, it would try to pull the minnow upside down. And that's not what we want. We don't want the minnow upside down.
Now, things don't always go as planned. Sometimes you can't get everything on film, and fortunately, or unfortunately I should say, I didn't have that opportunity to catch mine on film, but I did catch a nice size, as you're going to see right here. So this is one we just pulled in again, right off that floating jig.
Immediately after catching the first one.
This pole went, he told me to grab it, we grabbed it, and it's about another 22 inch, probably 3 or 4 pound cat off the floating jig. So it's a killer with those jigs.
It's a killer, and normally what's going to happen, you're going to find out a pair of dominant fish like this are going to pair up, and they're going to work one area. And if you're going to find out everything slows up, that's because you pulled the 2 dominant ones off there. Not that there can't be bigger ones yet, but they usually come in pairs. So when we hit one, it was no surprise to me that we were going to catch a second right off the bat.
Awesome. And so you guys can see, and that's a nice sized kitty there, right there.
That's a nice sized kitty.
Now, one of the other really hard things to do is to know when the right time to pull is for these catfish. Now, catfish, what they tend to do is, at least with the pole, you'll see the pole just kind of flicker a little bit, and then all of a sudden they slam it. Catfish don't waste any time. And at this point throughout the day, we weren't sure what was hitting our line sometimes. In fact, we might have even had some walleye on a couple of times, because the walleye, what they like to do is attack from the back. They'll bite the minnow, they'll bite half of it off, and then they spin it around and go for the head and finish it off. Well, if you pull too soon, chances are you're going to lose it. Well, we had that happen a few times. Take a look. All right, so what we've experienced here for a little bit was that we haven't been letting them run long enough. We found that we could have been hitting some walleye. And so Drew said, you know, let's leave it. He's got his bail open. That's how we have all these rigs set up here with the bails open. And could be a catfish.
It could be, but it's hard to say.
So we're hoping here.
We're using the Mitchell catfish rod and reel.
So we'll see what happens here. It's running, it's still pulling.
It's still pulling pretty good.
So yeah, he's pulling. Look at it. He's got it going. So now that we've caught the fish, it's time to go home. It's time to clean them up and get them ready to be thrown on the grill. Now, I do want to put this out there. If you're squeamish, if you're not the type of person that really gets into cleaning fish, or you're not somebody that can handle the cleaning of fish, do not watch this next part of the video. Close it out, shut it down. But my buddy Drew is going to show you the way he fillets the catfish. I know some people, they don't always know the best way to skin a cat, so to speak. Drew's going to show you.
Catfish, and we're going to try to get the skin removed at the same time.
Gotta get behind that bone.
Yep. Alright, follow this back to them. Leave it attached.
So you're just going to leave that attached right to the fish?
Leave it attached to the fish.
Okay.
I'm going to try to slide in here real easy. Curve the blade. Leaving the skin on. Kind of pulling from the back of the tail. Working the knife slowly. I think I lost a little bit of it right there. Lost a little bit of it right there. We'll pick that up when we cut this off.
So you're just going in at a 45 there?
Yep, and at a 45. And we're going to try it the same way with that skin here.
Nice.
Most all of it off.
Beautiful. And that's
a nice fillet.
And that's a one way to skin a cat. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Arrow Pullers. We hope to bring you more and more from the field and also from the stream when it comes to Arrow Pullers, and we hope you subscribe. Follow us here on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at Arrow Pullers. We're always posting really cool new content, tips and tricks to help you in the outdoors. Thanks for joining us.